Creative Brain Candy by creators for creators.
Everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week we're going to do things a little different. It's our anniversary episode, and we are turning the topic to conspiracy theories, where our resident expert James will discuss his conspiracy theory du jour and try to convince Rob and myself that his hoarding of cigars and tinfoil is justified. James, how are you doing today?
No, it's absolutely justified. 100%. If you don't have your tinfoil out right now, pause this podcast. Go get yourself some tinfoil, wash your hands, come back, make a hat, and let's do this shit.
I got my tinfoil right here.
Perfect.
Rob, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. Hold on. There we go. This is heavy duty Reynolds, baby. It's not even the cheap stuff.
Oh, I didn't crack out the heavy duty. Do I need to go get that?
Yeah.
With him, you never know. Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do you do shiny side out or dull side out? Which one deflects it better?
Shiny side out. Every fucking conspiracy theorist worth their salt knows that.
Well, we're ranked amateurs in this,
I'm ready to go.
Going to be making a lot of hats this episode.
Lots and lots of hats. Make a sailboat too.
I made an entire aluminum foil suit.
I want an aluminum foil army.
Just an army made out of aluminum foil.
Yeah. Well, what was that Chinese guy that had a bunch of
the terracotta army?
The terracotta army.
Except
I want an aluminum foil army.
Yeah, they would probably crumple pretty easily though.
But they keep your pans
not against
nice
the forces
and clean.
that are actually in control, Rob.
Oh, do tell.
Wait. Let's do news first. And actually, before we do news, let's see what's up with CBC this week. So BGA is going to be reviewing Doom Eternal this week. From what I understand, it actually has a plot. Who here played Doom 2016? No.
Wait.
Nobody but me?
Was that the first Doom that they remade or like they brought out?
The last Doom I played, what was the very first one that came out?
Back in like 1993.
Yeah, was it Doom?
Yeah, Doom.
Yeah, I played Doom.
Okay. So I played the last one that came out in 2016. I don't remember a plot. I remember the plot being Space Marine kill demon.
Yes, yeah. I played the 2016. Yes.
Do you remember
Isn't
a plot?
The way it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
No, there was a no.
Yeah, demon's bad. You're not. Kill bad demons.
Kill demons. Yeah.
What other plot do you need?
Apparently, this has a plot. I don't believe it. Check out the episode to find out. They're discussing it this week. On Drunkenomics this week, they discuss trading algorithms and how market circuit breakers work.
No thanks. No algorithms. Nope, I'm out.
Everything has algorithms.
You're an algorithm. I refuse to live my life, and you'll find out why here in just a scant few minutes.
Can't wait.
Why I will not bow to the algorithms. No, sir. No, sir.
So it's all the algorithms' fault?
Hello.
Oh, God.
Can we just mute him?
We may need to. What's happening on Simply Stogies this week, James?
Nothing. Move on.
Over on Simply Stogies this week.
Algorithms.
Check out the interview I did with Dan Thompson from McAuliffe Cigars. A great interview. I was happy to have him on. I'm super excited to have people listen to that. That's out now. And coming out on the 15th, I will be reviewing the McAuliffe to be named Maduro. So far, I've already smoked one, and I gotta say, pretty good. Pretty good.
Cool. And as always, on smokinganddrinkinginspace.com, up in the upper right-hand corner is our Keanu Reeves Day petition. Go out, click that link, sign that petition so we can make Keanu Reeves Day a thing. Who's got news?
Oh, I do.
Not me. Not me.
Yeah, no.
I decided fuck it.
This is special news. This is absolutely special news this week.
Well, lay it on us.
So, as you all know, half the planet's under quarantine right now. I mean, this is like a little time capsule if you're listening to this in the future, which we'll get to in a scant few minutes. But right now, half the planet's under quarantine, except for Bigfoot. And a Bigfoot is apparently a fan of Tiger King, as he has been sighted in Oklahoma near where the Joe Exotic Zoo is located.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. In a report on the Turkey Mountain Urban Wilderness Area Facebook, authorities confirmed that they have received multiple reports from multiple travelers who stated they spotted a large bipedal mammal casually strolling through the bush while they were on their hikes. I don't know why they were hiking during a quarantine, but indeed some people are doing that. And yes, while we're stuck at home, Bigfoot is checking out the zoo in Oklahoma.
Oh my God. Let me adjust my hat.
I don't think I have enough tinfoil for this episode.
I've already wrapped half my office.
This is straight from...
Wait a minute. Are you channeling your inner Firefly?
Yes. Well, now you know why Firefly had it insulated with the aluminum foil.
Yeah,
why the
apparently.
Serenity was all kinds of wrapped up in aluminum foil. Bigfoot checking out Joe Exotic. I mean, and who's not a fan of Tiger King? Let's just be honest.
Me.
I've never even watched it.
It's trash. Don't do it.
The Turkey Mountain urban authorities followed up their own Bigfoot update to the shock of no one. They attempted to sweep it all under the rug.
Oh, what else you got?
Seriously, you're not... Oh, man, Bigfoot's real, and he loves Tiger King and Joe Exotic. I don't understand how that's a...
I don't.
I
can't.
COVID-19 is making aliens leave the planet Earth, says a UFO hunter. Yes.
Oh my God.
According to a UFO hunter, there seemed to be another set of population allegedly living on planet Earth that are also possibly alarmed with this widespread disease, and they are now leaving the planet. On a YouTube video posted by Scott Waring on his blog site, ET Database, he mentioned that when he was watching the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, live cam feed, he noticed a particular spacecraft-looking vehicle that was roaming near the International Space Station, or the ISS. Hello!
Oh, God.
Are we going to have to deal with this all night?
Based on this video, which has not yet been verified by NASA, of course, he zoomed in on a moving image of a hive-shaped spacecraft that he described as not being seen before and might be a top-secret Russian or American spaceship.
I know what that is. That's the barbecuer that came down as a meteor from Earth that Homer lost and eventually caused a huge world war that split the world in the future.
Interesting enough, Waring mentioned in the video, the said alien spacecraft looks like it's leaving the planet. When the video was taken, it is slowly moving away from Earth. And it looks like it's going straight up after moving below the ISS vehicle. The UFO hunter said that the issue was spreading like wildfire out of control. And this might be the reason why aliens are leaving the planet in order to stay away from COVID-19.
So aliens are afraid of COVID-19.
Perfect.
Aren't you?
Well, I mean, so they've got apparently interstellar travel capabilities, but they don't know how to stay away from a virus, wash their hands, not touch their face, or have a cure for simple viruses like that. Even if they were able to be infected by a Terran virus, who's to say their biology is compatible with earthbound viruses?
Well, who's to say that it isn't? When did you suddenly become an extraterrestrial biologist?
I'm not.
Jason?
Last week.
I just play one on
Online
TV.
course?
He's had a lot of time on his hands. He took an online course.
Yeah. Did NASA put that out? Hello.
Yes, I'm a NASA shill.
That's not shocking. Here's the last piece of news. UFO sightings are on the rise, and guess what? It's caused by COVID-19.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
And Elon Musk. Coronavirus and tech tycoon Elon Musk have been blamed for a record number of UFO sightings in Belgium. Belgium is obviously a hotspot of UFO activity. Hello!
Well, there's not a lot of people there.
Does COVID-19 cause hallucinations?
There were 87 reports of potential alien spaceships in March in Belgium, most of them in the Dutch-speaking Flanders, and 188 in the first 3 months of the year.
You're just making a bunch of Simpsons references.
I'm not, dude. I'm telling you, this is all real, man. You got to read between the lines.
You said Flanders.
And you were talking about a hive-shaped barbecuer earlier.
From March 28th to April 1st.
Did you really do any research?
50 Belgians in Flanders report that Flanders is a town in Belgium. You uneducated buffoons.
I prefer boo, thank you.
They reported a row of moving lights flying from west to east. Frederick Dallaire, the coordinator of the Belgian UFO Reporting Center, said Belgium's imposition of lockdown measures to fight the coronavirus was likely to be responsible. We suspect the clear weather of the past few days and the COVID-19 measures have caused this strong increase. Not to be outdone, mystery in the sky, repeated triangular UFO sightings in Texas. Hello!
Where in Texas?
Speculation. What do you mean? You want to know where in Texas?
Yeah, Texas is a pretty small state, so they should be able to pinpoint it.
It was on New Year's Eve that a triangular UFO initially appeared in the skies of Houston. And last month, a similar flying vessel was spotted.
How the fuck would they be able to see anything in the skies of Houston on New Year's Eve?
What is Bogota? Is Bogota, Texas a thing?
Never heard of it.
They found a similar flying vessel there. The video of the third sighting was shared to YouTube by a channel named Disclose Screen.
I can't.
As the video went viral on online spaces, most of the conspiracy theorists outlandishly started arguing that these lights could most probably be the sign of alien existence. These conspiracy theorists believe that aliens are closely working with the U.S. Army, and the extraterrestrial assistance has helped the U.S. to emerge as a global powerhouse. Yeah, makes sense to me. Hello.
Hi.
Even someone spotted a dark UFO hovering above Disneyland.
Above Disneyland?
They recently closed their gates, obviously, because of COVID-19. It seems that something else has taken up residency near the park. Someone took a video of a Disneyland UFO sighting, and it's pretty spooky. The video footage shows a dark circular cloud forming above the park. The shot was taken on March 8th before the park closure. In the 9-second clip, you can see a black ring floating above the park as it moves through the night sky. Cheerful music plays in the background, and one commenter jokes, "Avengers, they're coming. Hello!"
Wait, wasn't that what happened in The Little Mermaid whenever Ursula was creating that whirlpool?
Yes.
Yeah, but this was in the sky. Ursula's in the sea.
Well, yeah, but the sky also created clouds, too.
Yeah. They're just
rehashing The Little Mermaid.
They're prepping for a new ride.
UFO
they are making a live action version of that.
A spaceship was seen entering the Mexican volcano,
CGI,
which is used as an alien city.
Oh, there's an alien city in a Mexican volcano.
In the video, which was originally uploaded to YouTube by Esmeralda Martinez.
We already know this. We've seen Arrival.
A white object looks as if it's heading into the mouth of El Popo. El Popo, hello! Alien hunters were quick to spot the object with some now claiming extraterrestrials. Jesus, I'm so excited I can't even talk. Extraterrestrials are using the volcano as a base. Prominent conspiracy theorist Scott C. Waring, second time he's shown up already on this podcast, wrote on his blog ET Database, "This is a great discovery of several UFOs around the famous Mexican volcano Popocatépetl."
Oh, you got to say that again.
Popocatépetl. I'm sure I'm just absolutely butchering that name.
No, that's about right. That sounds right. Yeah.
One of the UFOs is seen leaving the mouth of the volcano and shooting straight up into space. Another comes down and enters the mouth of the volcano. Absolute proof of what UFO researchers already knew. There's a base 5 to 6 kilometers below this volcano. Hello, they already knew.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for the news.
How many news articles was that? I lost count.
I think
1,
that
2,
was
3,
just
4, 5, 6.
holy shit.
You're all welcome. Are you ready for a pod crawl?
I'm ready for a pod crawl. Can we do a pod crawl, please?
Yeah, let's do it.
What are we pod crawling?
I don't know.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
James, or Crowley, or whatever the hell we're calling him this week, will be discussing time travel and the attempt by the government to cover it up. Wait, is this a conspiracy theory show about time travel? Seriously, Jason, you allowed this? I'm not sticking around while this poor man's Alex Jones gives Rob a boner while discussing a theoretical possibility and a practical impossibility. I quit.
What the fuck? Come back. That's not what I wrote. I wrote a fucking amazing pod crawl, and that's what I get?
I didn't. I don't know.
Did you put in what I wrote?
I did. I
Oh,
did.
bitch. That bitch.
Huh. I like her.
All right. So I take it that you're going to be talking about, for the fucking love of Jeebus, time travel.
Yes, I am.
And apparently there's a conspiracy theory around this time travel. So why don't you take
You
it
don't
away?
think it exists, do you?
No, I do not.
I do.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
goddamn,
see, I know,
Rob. Yes,
Dude,
we
you're-
know you do.
You're on. You've got me. I'm done. This has been a great show. We'll talk to you guys later. There's no conspiracy. It's right. It's there.
I've just taken to eating the tinfoil at this point.
I would highly recommend against our listeners eating the tinfoil.
Unless you're low on iron or tin or something in your blood.
You know, there's
Aluminum?
no actually iron or tin in tinfoil, right?
I know it's such a misnamed.
They also call it aluminum foil, or if you're British, aluminium foil, and they call it that for a reason, Rob. Can you guess what that reason is?
Let's talk about time travel.
Yes, let's. Time travel, according to Wikipedia, the holder of all knowledge, is the concept of movement between certain points in time, analogous to movement between different points in space by an object or person, typically with the use of a hypothetical device known as a time machine. Time travel is a widely recognized concept in philosophy and fiction. The idea of a time machine was popularized by H.G. Wells' 1895 novel, The Time Machine. It is uncertain if time travel to the past is physically possible. Forward time travel, outside the usual sense of the perception of time, is an extensively observed phenomenon and well understood within the framework of special relativity and general relativity. However, making one body advance or delay more than a few milliseconds compared to another body is not feasible with current technology. I am here to tell you that it indeed is. And you can travel both backwards and forwards in time. Just as easily as walking through a door in a closet in a diner.
So what you're saying is this episode is more sci-fi than 11/22/63?
This episode is more factual than 11/22.
This episode would actually make 11/22/63 a lot more sci-fi if what he's saying is...
Wait, would it be sci-fi though? I mean, because if it actually is happening and we can do it, it's no longer science fiction. It's just straight up truth.
It's
well,
just
but
science.
there's a
at
lot
that
of
point.
things that are science now that were science fiction back in the day.
True. I'm just telling you, time travel is here. It's been here. It was here, and it'll be back.
11/22/63 was a documentary.
It might have been. It might have been. And now, for those of you who don't believe that time travel is real, did you know that there are time travelers among us right now?
Oh, really? Where are they at?
Oh, my God.
Dude, you
They
listen to
are-
one every week.
They are.
God damn.
They are everywhere, Jason. They are everywhere. And some of them want to stay hidden. There is a young man who claims his name is Noah. And he claims that he is stranded here in 2019, 11 years away from where he belongs in 2030. Now, Noah's not his real name. Don't try to look him up. You're not going to find him.
Why?
Well,
He's even claimed that he
Why
passed the
would
lie
he
detector
come-
test.
I mean, hold on. So you lost me here.
Okay.
Why? First off, it's not 2019 anymore, but why would anybody
not.
travel back to 2020?
No, he didn't. He traveled to 2017. He was recruited into a top secret program, and he went on to forge a successful career as a full-time time traveler based in 2030. However, he became stranded, and he said he does have family in the current time, but they wouldn't recognize the future version of himself, and meeting them could spark a chain reaction, which could change the course of the future or destroy.
oh, the time
Time
paradox. Oh.
So that's why he hasn't taken a picture of himself.
Correct.
Taking a picture of himself.
So he has taken an X-ray. He has an X-ray, and in his wrist is a device in his hand that
Okay.
helps him skip between time periods.
well,
perfect.
How did he get stranded?
Where's this X-ray?
Well, I will look. All of this will be in the show notes. I'm sure. I'll send all of these links to Jason.
No. I want to know
No.
how he got stranded.
And we have to
Well-
know. We have to know. You're supposed to convince us. I want pictures of the X-ray.
He got fired actually from his time traveling job, and they refused to bring him back. He
Well,
won't
that's
say what
kind of
he did
fucking
to get
irresponsible of them, isn't it? I mean, to leave somebody in
know.
the past who could shape and make things different in the
fired.
future.
Well, here's what he says.
That's all
Here's
right.
what he
He's
says.
from the future, so they already know what's going to happen.
Here's what he said. He says, that I don't blame you if you don't believe me. But he's far from alone in making these claims. And he said that he's choosing to remain anonymous because he doesn't want to upset those who are still time traveling around him.
Well, then
So
why did
I
he even
believe
come
his
out?
life is in danger.
Why did he even come out and say any of this if he just wanted to remain anonymous and not affect the future? I mean, just by him revealing himself as a time traveler has affected the future.
Look, I'm going to quote
You
him
take
to answer that question.
your highfalutin philosophy mumble jumble brain and you just shut up. You are ruining James's or Crowley's argument.
This is what he says. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know all the details. So he says,
Well, what the fuck did they recruit him for?
You would think
I'm not the recruiter. I don't know.
What did he
I'll tell you
do?
in
But you would
2030,
think-
in
you
10
would
years,
think
if you
that
survive
the-
COVID-19, Jason, you ask them.
But you would think, though, that, they would have some rules. The first rule about time travel is you don't talk about time travel.
What?
The second rule of time travel is you
Not
don't
Fight
talk
Club.
about
Time travel.
time travel.
Look, this dude's just a drop in an ocean, man.
Is his name
That's what this
Tyler?
article says. There are a shit ton of these self-described time travelers with different stories, and they all have their own set of proof. This guy has a photo from the year 6000.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
What's it a picture of?
Well, you can't really tell. It's a little distorted.
Perfect.
Really?
And the reason, look,
Has
he
camera
a very scientific
technology
reason.
gone to shit in the year 6000?
He has a very, very scientific answer for this, Jason. It's because time travel.
He's not a
processes
scientist and he
involved.
doesn't understand this stuff?
No, listen, the process is involved in time travel and removing yourself and objects from the time that they are anchored to get distorted. Sometimes the picture that you bring or the object you bring gets distorted. Sometimes body parts get distorted. This is part of the time travel process. These people are heroes.
Is he compensating for a small penis?
I was going to say we don't need to listen to your excuses as to
He has
why
a
you have
warning
small
for
dick.
everyone in the past.
Don't time travel or you get a small dick.
Artificial intelligence will be able to predict things in the year 6000 with 100% accuracy, and we upload our brains to computers so we can live forever. Hello? Altered carbon, anyone?
Oh my God. So this guy came back and wrote Altered Carbon to describe the year 6000. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, he's not
Why
the
would
only
he come
one.
back so far?
He's not the only one. There are several time travelers who are warning against the future AI. This time traveler, who is Alex Smith, and he is not blurred out. He wants you to know that his name is Alexander Smith. He wants you to know who he is and where he came from. And where he came from is the year 2118. And he says that in the future, the AI has taken over and he must stop it. We must all stop it. We must join his crusade to stop the AI.
Wait, I thought in the year 6000 that you uploaded your brain into the computer.
Well, this is almost 3,800 years in the past now.
Well, I know, but we really don't have to worry about it at that point because we're still around in the year 6000 to upload our brains into computers.
Warning of it. No, what, do you want to live forever in a computer simulation, Jason? Who says you're not now? Do we need to go down that rabbit hole? Hello, the Matrix.
So you talked about AI taking over. So Terminator. We've talked about the Matrix. Did you just look up time travel movies and change details?
Rob. Look, if you don't want to take the fucking red pill here, I don't care. All right, you can take the blue pill and stay unwoke, stay asleep. All right, ignorance is bliss. Eat the steak that's not really a steak. I don't care. I'm telling you all this information for your own good. Because in the future, the AI will take over and the AI will fuck us all.
How are these guys not super rich at this point? I mean, they've been to the future, so they ought to know what companies are booming and busting.
No, look.
Actually,
we saw how that happened in 11/22/63.
I wish I could find this article again. I tried to find it again in my extensive research. And guys, when I say extensive research, I really did a lot of research on this.
16 tabs worth, right?
It hurt a lot. There was a lot more than that, Rob. Hours and hours spent on this just so that I could be halfway informed on this very important conspiracy theory. Hello?
Sounds like you're convinced. There was a man, let me eat some more foil here.
There was a man who made, he started with $800, invested it in the stock market, and in 6 months had $350 million.
Wow, who's that?
The SEC came down on him, and now he's gone. He has just disappeared. Yes. Look it up. I tried to find it again. I couldn't find it.
Because the government got rid of the article?
I'm telling you. What if I read it and then all of a sudden they went back in time and they made sure that the author of that article didn't write it, and now it's gone forever and only I remember it because I was the only one that read it.
And that kind of breaks causality.
Shut up. Let's talk about time travel too. There's a channel on YouTube called Apex TV, and they have a shit ton of these time travelers on there. And this is what Apex TV says. They're like, look, we're pretty open-minded, and we often share stories that a majority of people don't believe. We never give our opinions on the videos, and we don't want to influence anyone else's. So they're very open-minded about it. They let people post on there. They do the due diligence. They interview these people, and it's all from a very unbiased point of view.
Really? Like, what kind of questions did they ask?
Like, for example, one of the videos that I watched was of a cyborg from the year 2050, I believe.
Oh, a cyborg. Did they have like the laser eye and?
No, that would freak people out. No, absolutely not.
Well, then how do we know it's a cyborg?
Did she look like Angelina Jolie?
No, it was
a Jerry Ryan.
God, I wish he looked like Jerry Ryan. No, it was a dude.
Did he look like Jerry Ryan?
No, he didn't. You know what? I'm already tired of this questioning of these conspiracy theories. This scrutinization.
We're looking for the truth so we can make an informed decision.
I'm asking clarifying questions so that I understand. There are cases
of real life time travelers in the past with pictures for Rob and Jason. So I don't have to sit here and explain. You can just look at the pictures. Let's start with the traveling hipster.
Oh my God, a traveling hipster. What is a traveling hipster? I gotta know.
A picture of a traveling hipster?
I hear. You know what? This is what I'm going to do so you two can follow along at home. Okay?
All right.
I am going to post this link if my, there it goes. So post this link and you can look at the pictures. Okay? This photo was taken in what, 1920s? Do you see it?
I see it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you see him? Look at him. Look at those sunglasses.
Oh, wow.
He's dressed. He is not
He's
dressed
like
like
wearing
everyone
a
else. Everyone else
hoodie
in
and
this
a
picture.
t-shirt and some cool sunglasses.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Wow.
I could do that in about 20 minutes on Photoshop.
Hello. It's not Photoshop. They didn't have Photoshop in the 20s. And if you scroll down just a little bit more, how about the woman from the Charlie Chaplin video? She is holding a cell phone in a silent film called The Circus.
Mm-hmm.
That is a cell phone. And she is talking on it, sir.
I see her hand up next
Brushing
to her
hair
face.
back.
Yeah. But I don't see a cell phone.
Scroll down a little more. There's a cell phone from 1938 as these women walk out of the DuPont factory.
Why can't
Look at her. She is talking on the phone.
Why can't I open up these images?
And here's one. That the CEO of Apple found. A painting entitled "Man Handing a Letter to a Woman" in the entrance hall of a house, which was painted by Pieter de Hooch in 1670. In the painting, the titular letter was noticed to be an uncanny similar in appearance to a modern iPhone made by Apple. CEO Apple Tim Cook quipped, "I always thought I knew when the iPhone was invented, but now I'm not so sure anymore."
Wow. I'm not sure what that is.
That's an iPhone. If you go down a little more, during the Mike Tyson and Peter McNeely fight in 1995, you can see that someone is clearly holding up a smartphone to record the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. So where were all these people getting their signal?
Hello, time travel's been around for a long time, Jason. It would not, look, we're going to jump into the government here in just a second. So the government setting up cell phone towers in the 20s and the 30s is not outside the fucking realm of possibility here. Hello?
Have you seen a cell phone tower?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I've seen the ones they want you to see.
Oh, so it's the hidden cell phone towers that we have to worry about. Gotcha.
My God.
The ones
My
that
God.
are
I am
hidden by
handing you
phone,
the red
as
pill.
trees.
On a I'm not even giving you the blue pill. I'm just saying, here's the red pill, and neither one of you want to take it. So
I'm just
brought up
asking
the government.
clarifying questions.
No, look, you're not asking. You're not. You're asking questions that honestly don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Let's talk about our government involvement in time travel. Okay, you want to do that? Let's do that.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a little thing called the Philadelphia experiment?
I have.
Jason.
I have.
Okay. Now, are you just referring to the movie?
Is that when they
Partially.
discovered cream cheese?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I'm on board.
Wow. I don't want a red pill, either one of you. I really don't. You two can live in ignorance. The Philadelphia experiment is the name given to a naval military experiment, which was supposedly carried out at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Sometime around October 28, 1943. Remember that date, October 28, 1943. It is alleged that the U.S. Navy destroyer escort, the USS Eldridge, was to be rendered invisible or cloaked to enemy devices. The experiment is also referred to as Project Rainbow. This is a real live experiment that they did. This was a project taken on by the U.S. naval people because they wanted to make sure that they wanted to try to cloak their ships from the enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Romulans. This was a real life thing. What it ended up happening, Jason, is it opened up a portal in time and space. Were you familiar with that? No. Do you know why you weren't? Because the government covered it up. Hello?
They covered it up? How'd they cover it up? I mean, we know about it now, apparently.
We only know about it because of witnesses. That's it.
So the cover-up
The experiment was
didn't
conducted by
work.
Dr. Franklin Reinhardt as a military application of the unified field theory. The theory briefly postulates the interrelated nature of the forces that comprise electromagnetic radiation and gravity. Through a special application of the theory, it was thought possible with specialized equipment and sufficient energy to bend light around an object in such a way as to render it essentially invisible to observers. Right?
Okay.
What it did instead, it opened up a portal.
To where?
And to to the future.
So you're saying that the ship went into the future?
Yes. 1980s.
Did it come back
1984.
and
It did.
did it come back haunted?
Oh my God. It came back and all, like some people were sick. They were violently ill. Some people were phased through the hole. And so they were like, part of them was sticking out. Part of them, some people were fading in and out. And two brothers jumped off of this ship and went through the hole. And they actually spent several years in the 1980s.
Several years in the 80s? How'd they get back?
We'll get to that in a minute, but it's called the Montauk Project. Have you ever heard of the Montauk Project?
Vaguely.
Montauk. Isn't that a character off of DS9? Oh no, that's Martok.
That's Martok. Anyway, let's go back to this unified field theory. Okay. Albert Einstein never fully developed his UFT, but do you know who did?
Who?
Nikola Tesla. He claimed to have completed a unified field theory shortly before his death in 1943. His theories on electromagnetism's power to distort space and time were never published. Conspiracy theorists propose that much of Tesla's research papers were seized by the FBI promptly following his death and highlight an apparent coincidence between the year of his death and the supposed date of the Philadelphia experiment. Do you know when Nikola Tesla died?
It was around that time, yeah.
It was January 1943. This experiment was carried out in October 1943. Coincidence? Hello? There's no such thing as coincidence.
Well, Tesla was pretty old by that point, and he was not in the greatest of health because he was poor.
No, you're exactly right. He was poor, but do you know why he was poor? This again, the government held him down, and when he died, the FBI went in and they took all of his papers. Do you know why they took his papers? Because of his death ray.
Oh, the Tesla death ray. Okay.
Yep. Perfect. This is according to historychannel.com or it's history.com, but this is the History Channel's website. And we all know that the History Channel covers nothing but actual history. After Nikola Tesla was found dead in January 1943 in his hotel room in New York City, representatives of the U.S. government's Office of Alien Property seized many documents relating to the brilliant.
Wait, the government has an Office of Alien Property?
Yes.
So they do alien real estate?
Hello? It was the
Hi. I thought we had already met. Why do you keep saying hello?
I'm just waiting for him to go answer the door.
It was the height of World War II, and Tesla had claimed to have invented a powerful particle beam weapon known as the death ray. They didn't want that falling into enemy hands, so they went in when he died and they took it. And his uncle, I believe, was that's Trump's uncle. He had a family member. No, hold on. I'll get to Trump's uncle here in a second. God. But he had a family member who was the Serbian ambassador to the United States, and they were afraid that he was going to get a hold of it and then sell it to all of America's enemies.
Is that how Russia got it in Red Alert?
Maybe.
Yeah, after they mined some Tiberium.
Well, no, Red Alert was before Tiberium. That was the historical one where Einstein invented the time travel and went back and killed Hitler.
3 weeks after this. Oh my God, I hate you.
And then
3 weeks
Yuri
after,
came back.
After
Yuri's
Tesla's
revenge.
death.
Yeah.
An electrical engineer from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT for you laymen out there, was tasked with evaluating his papers to determine whether or not they contained, quote, any ideas of significant value, end quote. And according to declassified files, Dr. John G. Trump, the uncle of Donald Trump, reported that his analysis showed Tesla's efforts to be, quote, primarily of a speculative, philosophical, and promotional character, end quote, and said the papers did not include new sound workable principles or methods for realizing such results. Hello? His nephew is the president of the United States now. Coincidence? No, there's no such thing as coincidence. These are powerful people that are trying to hold down this information that will change the world, including, but not limited to, time travel.
So I don't know where to go with this because, oh my God, there's just so much there. It's like every time you peel back a layer, there's another layer underneath.
It's onions.
Oh, we're not even close. Let's just dive into the next layer of this onion, this conspiracy onion. The witnesses to the Philadelphia experiment. Let's see. There's Carl Allen. I wish to mention that somehow also the experimental ship disappeared from its Philadelphia dock and only very few minutes later appeared at its other dock in Norfolk, Newport.
Wait, I thought this was invisibility, not teleportation.
And clearly identified as being the place, but the ship then again disappeared and went back to its Philadelphia dock.
So this is a teleportation experiment? What the fuck? I mean, we've got...
it was a cloaking experiment that ripped a hole in space-time. We've already covered this, Jason. Where were you 10 minutes ago?
I'm lost.
Trying to answer the door.
You kept saying hello. I thought somebody was here.
Victor Silverman, who claims to have been aboard the Eldridge, stated that during one experiment, he found himself in a thick fog, and he saw shapes that did not seem to belong on the dock. If that's where I was, he says.
Where else would he be?
Suddenly, the green... in a space-time portal, Jason. Hello! Suddenly, then the green fog disappeared in a bright flash, placing Silverman in a confused state, causing him to ask himself, what in the world was I doing in Norfolk? He recognized that place because I'd been there before, to the ship's other dock there. The green fog came again and went, and the Eldridge rematerialized in the Philadelphia Navy Yard. Frederick Tracy states that while serving on the USS Antietam, Captain Tegg read a memo to the crew. Upon reflecting on the comments of the memo, Mr. Frederick recalls, the event in question happened on October 28, 1943. A patrol boat vanished during degaussing experiment, appeared off Norfolk, and then reappeared in the Philadelphia
degaussing
shipyard.
Experiment.
Crew members were affected both mentally and physically. Some crew members were just missing.
I thought this was a cloaking experiment, not a degaussing.
It was a cloaking experiment, but that's what they told the public, is this was a degaussing experiment so that Nazi minds wouldn't be attracted to it. You know, it would just because they were magnetic mines. That's what this was. It was to get to demagnetize the hull.
Is that why tinfoil or foil hats are made out of aluminum foils? Because they're non-ferrous.
I hate you so much.
Ferrous.
There are a ton of witnesses.
That way the magnet can't pull it off your head and you get mind controlled.
Better safe than sorry.
We're going to eat some more foil.
These two brothers that were stuck in the 80s, they were able to finally get back.
How did they get back?
The Montauk Project is a conspiracy theory that alleges there were a series of secret United States government projects conducted at Camp Hero, or Montauk Air Force Station in Montauk, New York, for the purpose of developing psychological warfare techniques and exotic research, including time travel.
Wow.
This is what Stranger Things is based on, is the Montauk Project, the experiments in time.
Okay.
There are claims that there were experiments in parapsychology, psychology, and electrical engineering. And there are people who have claimed to have recovered memories of their own involvement. These people were brainwashed by our government to forget everything that they were a part of. Everything, Jason. Hello!
Well, then how do we know about it if they were brainwashed to forget it all?
Because they got their memories back via hypnosis. And we all know that if you're hypnotized, it's all true.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Because that's on the internet, right?
Yeah. I am also a French model. Oui.
I've seen your catwalks. They're pretty good.
Right. Yeah, they are. Have you ever heard of the Stargate Project? Not to be confused with the 1994 film Stargate, but have you heard of the Stargate Project?
No, I've heard of the 1994 film Stargate. In fact, we reviewed that.
We did. It was a great episode. Go back and listen to it. Stargate Project was the 1991 code name for a secret U.S. Army unit established in 1978 at Fort Meade, Maryland, by the Defense Intelligence Agency and the SRI International, which was a California contractor, to investigate the potential for psychic phenomena in military and domestic intelligence applications. The project and its precursors and sister projects originally went by various code names: Gondola Wish, Grill Flame, Center Lane, Sunstreak, Scanate, until 1991 when they were consolidated and rechristened as Stargate Project. This included remote viewing.
Oh, God.
Once they realized that time travel physically was near impossible, there were too many people who weren't physically able to do it.
We just established that time travel was possible and happened all the fucking time.
But it is physically demanding to the point where crew members got sick. Here's the thing. Every person is locked down to your time. Okay. And when you unlock yourself from that time, you may not get back, which is what was happening. These people were becoming violently ill. Some would just disappear. Some were fading in and out, and some would phase into solid matter. And they couldn't figure out how to make that stop happening. So they moved to remote viewing. Remote viewing is the ability to physically see events, sites, or information from a great distance or different time.
Yeah.
So if we have that ability, how come we didn't stop things like, Hitler and...
Well, not only that, how come we can't stop things like, what happens with the robots in 2160, whatever?
Yeah, because you
Have
also did say that time travel works forwards and backwards. So why are we not looking into the future and going, oh, hey, we're going to get COVID-19 next month?
Again, you guys are missing the bigger picture here. You're starting to focus on these details that don't matter. All of this
My bad.
is to say that the government is allowing things to happen in such a way that they will continue to have power and control. That's all of this is. It is an illusion for the government to keep power and control.
Wouldn't it be beneficial to the government to be able to be the only country in the world that didn't have COVID-19?
Oh, yeah.
Man,
They've become
an
economic powerhouse.
Sure, absolutely. But you know what? Somebody started messing with this before, and maybe the United States learned their lesson from them. Have you ever heard of the Nazi bell?
No.
Wunderwaffe? Or
Yes.
the Glock?
No.
Yeah. He knows what I'm talking about. The bell is believed to have been the Nazi Germany's famed Wunderwaffe, or wonder weapon. It was the culmination of Nazi Germany's brightest scientific minds. The same people who brought us the V-1 and V-2 rockets, the V-2 being the first man-made object to ever leave our atmosphere and plunge into the cold depths of space, are also thought to have been involved in the development of a weapon so terrible. Some accounts describe factions of these scientists refusing to release technical plans to Nazi leaders for fear of what might be done with this technology. This was a time travel machine.
So the Nazis have time travel, and
Had
they still
time
lost
travel.
the war.
Had time travel. Most who believe that the bell exists or existed at some point are convinced that it was a machine built for a fantastic and sinister purpose. Many believe that it was either a working time machine or an anti-gravity device. If you believe what you see on TV and read on the internet, the Third Reich was indeed undertaking some rather nefarious research and development just prior to the end of the war in 1945. Hitler was into all kinds of things. The occult, he was looking for the spear of destiny, the spear of Longinus. He was looking for all kinds of shit that would try to help him win the war.
The Tesseract.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
Tesseract.
The Tesseract. Yep.
The Ark of the Covenant, all of these things that he thought were going to help him take down the Allies. He had the bell. The bell was taken away from him. Anybody want to speculate where that bell ended up?
Philadelphia?
On the moon.
Wrong. Really, you guys think too small. This is why you guys are not ready. You're not ready for the truth. You're not ready to be red-pilled.
I figured it was
Roswell,
Liberty
my
Bell.
friends. Roswell, the truth, aliens, Hitler, and stolen, terrifying Nazi technology. The bell is what showed up in Roswell, New Mexico.
Is that also where the Stargate is?
The Roswell incident
Oh,
took
the
place in the
Stargate
town
is
of
in
the,
NORAD.
the same
Oh,
of
that's
the
right.
same name in New Mexico.
There's
July
also one
8th,
in Antarctica.
1947. A reported explosion that was initially thought to be the crash landing of a flying saucer was none other than the bell from the Third Reich.
Did it travel forward in time, or
It did, to make sure that the Nazis couldn't get their hands on it.
so the
And
little
instead-
green men that came out of the
Look, man, it was the war, okay? The Germans didn't have a lot to eat. They were all small fellas then. I knew you were going to ask that.
People were a
I knew
lot
you were gonna ask
smaller
that.
and they were
The
wearing flight
Germans
suits.
in the 40s
Duh.
were just tiny little fellas.
tiny little guys with
And-
big black
And
eyes.
and the German language was so different
Are
back
you saying
then.
you
That's
believe
why
in
they didn't
aliens now?
recognize it.
No, I'm just saying you got conflicting reports as to what happened at Roswell.
I'm going to unconflict them in just a moment, sir.
Can't wait.
This technology was a pinnacle of Adolf Hitler's push for German world domination. And as a result, the shaming free passes to American freedom offered to many known Nazi mass murderers in exchange for access to their technological know-how was covered up. We know this. We know that the United States were giving away fucking get out of jail free cards to Nazi scientists.
That's actually true. Yeah. Them and the Soviets. Of course,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So it is not outside the realm of possibility that the United States government said, give us the bell, you get a free pass. And they're like, fucking done. And the bell disappeared and reappeared in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. It was first reported by that idiot major that it was an alien craft. And they're like, you can't say that, dude. Oh, no. We got to cover this up. And so they said, no, it's a weather balloon. In fact, it was neither. It was the German bell. Die Glock or Die Glock. But what if it wasn't, Jason?
Oh my God.
What if the conspiracy goes even deeper?
Another layer?
Another layer, the ultimate layer, if you will, the core of this conspiracy onion.
So those first three excuses are just distraction. This is the real truth.
Distractions from the truth. This is what they want. They want you to get distracted by all the shiny lights.
Well, lay the truth on me, man.
Aliens are Nazis.
Aliens are Nazis?
Yes.
Are they from the moon?
No, that's a movie and it's stupid.
No, everybody knows that the current Nazi base is on the moon.
It's not.
Backside, far side.
No, it's not.
You can't see it because it's on the other side.
Yeah.
You guys are reading the wrong conspiracy theories.
I didn't know we were supposed to read a certain one.
Yeah, I thought
Nazis are aliens.
You
That's
haven't
the big
posted
reveal
any.
here.
You haven't posted any.
Extraterrestrials are
evidence.
aliens. Or extraterrestrials are extraterrestrials.
Yeah, they are.
Extraterrestrials are aliens. You're right.
You.
Good job. Good job.
Extraterrestrials are fucking Nazis.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. You too. God, is this what Alex Jones has to put up with on his shows?
Possibly.
I don't listen to his shit, so I don't know.
Arrhythmias from all that shit that he sells.
There it is. That's it. I've just laid out to you why extraterrestrials are Nazis and Nazis are extraterrestrials.
I thought this was about time travel.
How is it? How are Nazis extraterrestrials and extraterrestrials are Nazis? I don't get it.
Because they invented the bell. And that's what started all this time travel bullshit. It all goes back to 1947.
So there aren't aliens. They're just Nazis.
They're not. They're aliens.
So the Nazis were extraterrestrials that came down for...
Yes, the Germans are leaving the Earth in droves. We talked about this at the top of the show. No, they're leaving because of COVID-19.
Oh, goddamn.
He just pulled news into this thing.
I'm eating all my foil. I'm just going to eat it.
Are you out of foil now?
I'm out of foil.
Yeah.
It's time for awards. Who's got awards?
Okay. Sure.
I nominate myself for an award for going down every one of these fucking rabbit holes and keeping my sanity.
Are you sure you kept your sanity?
No, I'm really not.
I've lost my sanity. So
this explains a lot, Jason. I was wondering why he was doing so many herfs this week. It makes so much more sense now.
He was
taking a breather.
Well, he was taking something.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me just look. Conspiracy theories are fun from a distance. Like, ha ha ha, look at this. Time travel. Right? Like, ha ha ha, look at this. Aliens. Ha ha ha. But when you start getting into this stuff and you start getting into the weeds, like, Jesus Christ, I cannot begin to explain to you how many migraines I got this week looking this shit up.
Oh, yeah. Just trying to keep up with all the different fucking threads of...
I think he made his own threads.
I did. I ended up making my own thread with aliens or Nazis.
Yeah. I mean, but it's easy to do because there's nothing in the background to substantiate any of this shit. So you just make up any old fucking story and claim it's true and that it's all a cover up and that's why nobody knows about it.
Well, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say, Jason. I think that a lot of conspiracy theories are born from a grain of truth, and there might be something there. And when things start not lining up, people put a lot of credence, a lot of value in these tiny little details that might not line up. But they're making a mountain out of a molehill.
I conflate modern day conspiracy theories with superstitions of the past.
I don't know if that's true. And I'll tell you why. Superstitions of the past, I'm guessing you're talking like, are you talking mythology or are you talking?
I'm talking the superstitions stemmed from a way to explain things that are unexplainable.
She's a witch burner.
Right. So
Does she float?
modern day conspiracy theories, because of the advent of
She's
the
made of wood.
Enlightenment and science, are kind of a modern day superstition. They're a way to explain things that we don't understand with a story that
Magic is just science you haven't discovered
I
yet.
see where you're going, and I don't disagree, but I'll also say that there are things that can't be explained, and there are things that science does leave room for.
well, science doesn't have an explanation for everything.
No, I agree, but that's what I'm saying. Science leaves room for time travel. Is it possible? Theoretically, sure. Is it
Yes.
probable? Probably not.
No. Just
science
the
leaves room
energy.
for-
Well, I mean, so it depends on the time travel you're talking about. We can time travel fairly easily in the future, just through relativistic speeds.
Sure. No, and I get that. And that was, I mean, in one of the movies, Interstellar.
Right.
They did
Backwards
that.
time travel is theoretically possible, but the energies that it would take are massive and impractical.
You just got to use a black hole
Or whatever
Or-
weird substance was in the bell.
or go around the sun. at a
Or
certain
degauss
angle.
some naval ships.
Right. Yeah. Demagnetizing naval ships causes time travel.
Or however Scott Bakula did it in Quantum Leap.
All right. But let's not, I specifically, there's a couple of things that are hard to disprove. I think time travel's an easy one to kind of disprove. There's nothing there. But when you start talking about aliens, it's hard to disprove that because
But the burden
the
of
universe
proof,
is so vast. And even our galaxy is so vast. It's vast on a level that I don't think a lot of us can comprehend.
Oh, I think there's other people out there or other beings out there. It's just a matter of finding them.
And so it's easy
And I don't
to,
think it's going to
to
happen
make
in our
believe.
lifetime ever.
I don't. But okay, so then in what lifetime is it possible?
Okay, so
The universe is 4 billion years old, and
the
humanity
universe
is
is
only X
older
amount
than 4 billion. The Earth is 4 billion years old.
the Earth's 4 billion.
The universe is 14 or so.
Yeah. Okay. So we've been around. Like, if you believe that, I don't. But if you do believe that, we've been around for a fraction of that time, right? Like just an infinitesimal part of that time. Are you telling me that it's outside the realm of possibility, like logical possibility, that there's not another race that is technologically advanced enough to where they can visit us on a regular basis? Is that what you're telling me? It is completely 100% outside of the realm of possibility.
I'm saying no, because you can't say for certain that it's completely 100% outside the realm of possibility. I'm saying the likelihood of that being possible is so negligent or so negligible as to be pretty much impossible. So physics is a thing. The universe
Physics,
follows,
as we know it, is a thing.
well, we have a pretty good understanding of physics. Now, are
I
there
would say that
areas?
we have I would say we know what we don't, and we don't know what we don't.
We have a pretty good understanding of the physical laws of the universe. We are developing more of our understanding of the quantum laws of the universe, but those are the physical laws and the quantum laws of the universe are two different things. I mean, they kind of run off of
Hopes and dreams. They run off of hopes and dreams.
That's the whole point of trying to find a unified theory is to bring the physical laws and the quantum laws together into a single theory, something that explains both sets of those physical law or of those of the laws of physics. With the vast amount of space in the universe, even just within our galaxy, and the numbers. Okay, let's talk about life and then intelligent life. So, with the number of star systems and planets that would be in our galaxy, yes, there is an extremely likely, almost to say for certain, life out there somewhere within our galaxy. Now, intelligent life is a little bit more uncertain, just because to have an organism develop and evolve into an intelligent organism, and first of all, you have to define what you consider intelligence. Is it civilization? But let's say a civilized, intelligent, technological society. It's a little less likely, but the numbers are still good. It's still very possible that there's another technologically advanced civilization out there. The chances that civilization is within distance of us ever meeting each other, even through communications, is very unlikely, just because communications have to travel at the speed of light. And the speed of light, while very fast, is not very fast on a galactic scale.
Subspace.
Well, I mean, subspace is
quantum tunneling,
science fiction, and quantum tunneling. You want to define quantum tunneling?
No.
I'm still working on that.
Look, I think intelligent life is special. It's unique. I think that's what makes us as a race special. It's what makes us unique. Is that they're not a dime a dozen. There are not a bunch of intelligent races out there. It's just what I believe. Everyone else is entitled to their own beliefs. Is there life out there? Sure. Is it an intelligent life? No. But there is the possibility that it exists. And I still think that there's a possibility that it visits us. I think there are phenomena in this solar system. There are phenomena on our planet that we can't yet explain. And to think that we can is hubris. And this is these conspiracy theories. Well, like I said, while they're fun, like Jason said, they're just a way to kind of explain the things that we can't. At least not right now. And maybe later on in a few years, we'll figure it out. And it'll be like, oh, that's what it is. Crop circles is a big one. Like, what the fuck are those? Is it a natural phenomenon? If it's natural, what causes it?
People with 2x4s on their feet.
Not everyone.
Pretty much.
There are videos out there.
Some of them use 2x6s.
Balls of light.
More efficient.
There are videos out there of balls of light that are going around a field, and then they disappear, and then there's the crop circle. Is it ball lightning? I don't know. Ball lightning is a thing, but it typically
or is it
doesn't
After
run around.
Effects?
Yeah, so we don't know what it is. Is all I'm saying.
I'm going to say After Effects.
It's probably Starman.
Why was Stonehenge built?
Well, it's a calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you say so, I don't know. There are a ton of theories out there, and no one can
What are
point
the pyramids
definitively
for?
and say this is it.
Okay, so this is just my rule of thumb. You've heard of Occam's razor, right? I mean, it's pretty famous. That
I've heard of Occam and Razor, and they are wrestlers in the WWE. They're a tag team.
Occam's razor.
Why do we care about somebody's shaving habits?
Occam's razor is the premise that
WWE?
on two conflicting explanations for the same phenomenon, the simplest one is typically the true.
Yeah, no, I've heard that.
Yeah. So,
but that's not typically. Typically is not 100% of the time. Can't you just not be the fun police for 5 fucking seconds, Jason, and say, yes, it's possible? Jesus Christ.
Is it possible? Anything is fucking possible. Is it probable? No.
My God.
Yeah.
Fuck, he can't do it, Rob. He can't have fun.
He can't. You know what I can, though, do?
What?
I can write haikus on the fly.
Yeah?
What do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Lay it on us.
This is titled Tinfoil Hat. Time travel is real. Government covered it up. James needs more foil.
Well done. Well done.
Nice. So, James, conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Are they more sci-fi than 11/22/63?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, 100%, without a doubt. There's no
just this
margin of
conspiracy
error there.
theory or all conspiracy?
All
Are you just lumping
conspiracy
it all
theories.
in there? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There are things that I can't explain. Is Bob Lazar full of shit? Probably for the most part, but are there things that are there nuggets of truth in what he says about Area 51? Absolutely.
Well, hey, all the best lies have a nugget of truth in them.
Right. And that nugget of truth just might be, Jason, that aliens are Nazis. That's all I'm saying.
It might be.
All I'm saying.
You may be right. You might be right. All right. Awards? Do we have any awards?
So
Should we
my
come up
black
with a
lung-
special award for this one?
Can I have it?
Yeah, Crowley gets everything. My I Feel Sorry For You award goes to Crowley for going down the rabbit holes.
Oh my God, so
The
many rabbit
internet
holes.
is dark and full of terrors.
Yeah,
Full of
so
terrors.
James is
Full
going to
of
get
them.
my Purple Hippo award this
Yeah.
episode.
I can I get the Head Lush award? Because God damn it, I need to drink after this fucking week of research.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. Did you pop open your bottle of wine?
I didn't. No.
Yeah, never mind then. Yeah, you get
Well,
it.
this would have been the episode to do it
I
because you would
know.
have needed it.
I know. I meant to, but I got a function this evening, so.
Well, I appreciate you letting me go down all these rabbit holes. It was a lot of fun. Conspiracy theories are fun to look at from a distance, but please, for the love of Jesus, do not take a close, hard look. Do not go down those rabbit holes. They're not worth the time. They're not worth the loss of brain cells. I would highly recommend just watching Tiger King on Netflix if you just want to kill some brain cells.
Oh my God. No. I don't know which one to recommend. I don't recommend either. Tiger King or conspiracy theories.
Tiger King has an end. Conspiracy theories don't.
I just want to
Yeah,
say
but conspiracy theories aren't real.
Neither is Tiger King.
I don't know.
I just want to say I want to thank Jason for making the decision that Crowley had to come up with the theory, because I was not looking forward to this episode and trying to come up with something valid.
I don't know how you just didn't land on time travel, Rob.
Because to me, that's not a conspiracy.
Or maybe he's trying to cover it
It's
up. Maybe
fact.
he is in fact a time traveler, and that's why he loves it so much, and he's just trying to hide that fact from us.
So this has been
Hello?
this has been yeah. So this has been our final episode of Smoking and Drinking in Space.
Don't
You
try
will
to
never
look for
hear
James
from
and,
all three
Jason.
of us
Yeah,
ever
we're gone.
again.
Oh, shit.
All right, so that's got it for this week. Next week we will be doing. We'll go back to host choice. We'll do my choice, which should be a movie that both Rob and James absolutely hate. So next week we are going to discuss the film where a couple undergoes a medical procedure after their relationship turns sour to have each other erased from their memories.
Face Off.
Nope. This stars Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, Tom Wilkinson, and was directed by Michael Gondry.
Oh, beautiful something of Sunshine Mind. Something.
Close. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
There it is. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. You know what's weird is that's based off of something that Crowley was talking about. So that sucks.
Can I just do more conspiracy theories next
the
week
mo-
instead of watching
the
this stupid
Montauk
movie?
No,
Project.
you can't.
Oh. Okay.
Have you ever seen this movie?
No, I haven't.
Me neither. Is it sci-fi?
It is definitely sci-fi.
Is it sci-fi like 11/22/63?
James will be the deciding factor on that next week.
Or is it sci-fi like Picard?
Well, you'll get to find out next week.
I hate this.
Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix by Machette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord, on Twitter at status_podcast, or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace/Patreon. That's it for this week. I'm Jason.
I'm going to go make some biscuits with all this extra tinfoil I got.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids, and fucking go down rabbit holes on the internet. This is what happens.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Popocatépetl.